Propositions B and C are about changes to zoning in Barrio Logan. After years of community discussion, the City Council passed a resolution and 2 ordinances last year to install a 5-block commercial buffer zone separating residential from industrial zones. A yes vote for either measure would support the Council's community-approved plan, while a no vote would reject the rezoning plans. Here with the pros and cons are Diane Takvorian with the Environmental Health Coalition and John Alvarado with the Logan Avenue Business Association. Welcome.
Thank you.
Diane, you're in favor of Prop B and C supporting rezoning. Why did Barrio Logan residents want new zoning in the first place?
The current zoning is very outdated. It's over 35 years old, and it allows businesses that have hazardous materials and toxic chemicals to be located right next to homes and schools, and it endangers children's health. There's 3 times more asthma in Barrio Logan for children than there is in the rest of the county.
And we'll come back to the health issues, but first I want to say what the buffer zone is for the 5 blocks. Can you specifically tell us where those 5 blocks are?
Yeah, the buffer zone is mostly between the heavy industry, the shipyards on Harbor Drive, and the rest of the community. And the buffer zone actually prohibits industrial uses that are polluting uses and residences from going in there, so it doesn't threaten either use. But the buffer zone isn't the whole story.
Well, we'll come back to the rest of that. I want to give John a chance here. Now, you've been a longtime resident of Barrio Logan, and you oppose this plan. How come?
I do. My family's been there for about 100 years. I've been there 64 of those years, and I'll tell you, this while we were trying to find a balance between Plan 1 and Plan 2, we were waiting for the Recon Health Summary Report to come out, and we were going to compare those 2 together with, you know, with the entire group. That never happened, and as a result, we now know that both Plan 1 and 2, severely damage the health and the overall health of the community. And so what I'm suggesting is we go back to the table and revisit this.
And you also represent small businesses in your area, and I know a lot of people see this battle between businesses, particularly shipbuilding business industry that worked on the issue to get this ballot to the voters, and everyday working people who live in low-income areas. How do you see the issue playing out between those 2 businesses and low-income workers?
Well, I think it's difficult because a lot of people don't understand that Logan, many of the businesses, we have somewhat of a European mix of both business and residents. So in my particular case, my great-uncle, great-grandmother owned the laundry, owned the print shop, and we all lived there, all at the same time. And there's a lot of places like that in Barrio Logan. So if you don't understand that, then it's difficult to understand how do you separate then residents from business, okay? And it is difficult.
Diane, how do you respond to people who say that, listen, you know, rezoning's all nice, but this could actually threaten jobs?
It doesn't threaten jobs, and a Superior Court judge ruled that it doesn't threaten jobs. They have alleged that it does. It actually adds 5,000 jobs. So
how does it add 5,000 jobs?
Well, between the development that will occur, the housing development as well as the commercial development, there will be construction jobs as well as permanent jobs that will come in. So the fact that jobs will be lost is just a specious argument. I think that it also is true that NASCO, which is the biggest funder of this proposition, has put forward the fact that they have new contracts that are giving them thousands of jobs. The Navy has said, we're not going anywhere. This proposition, no matter how it comes out, is not going to impact us. And BAE, the other large ship preparer, is expanding.
Okay, let me move on to the health, because both of you brought up these health concerns. So first, John, what do you think about as far as people's arguments that this, look, asthma rates are up. This is a health concern.
Sure, and if you read the report, and not many people have, it'll tell you it's coming from Interstate 5, it's coming from Coronado Bridge, and it's coming from Harbor Drive. It's that simple.
And what is your response to that as far as the health concerns?
Sorry. There is pollution that's coming from I-5 from the shipyards. NASCO is actually the largest air polluter in San Diego County. But common sense tells you that homes and schools should not be next to smaller polluting industries. The city took the authority it had to change the zoning and will start to separate those uses. That's a good thing. We need to work on the shipyards reducing their pollution. We need to work on public transit to reduce I-5.
All right. There's obviously so much to talk about this. I want to let folks know for more election coverage, they can go to kpbs.org and be sure to watch us right here at 11 p.m. on election night. Diane Takvorian and John Alvarado, thanks for talking with us.